Hello everybody, I'm Zhang Wu. My project's name is Labor Force Characteristics of Immigrants. My dataset is from Statistics Canada and time scale is 2006 to 2023. My first question describes the basic situation of immigrant. And there are three graphs. The first is distribution of genders. The second is distribution of immigrant status. The third one is describe of educational levels. For the three graphs, we can see that between the genders, the two genders are similar, and there is an increase from 2006 to 2023, and in the educational level, the people who have university degree have a very notable increase. In the second question, I use PCA to analyze our dataset, and the graph displays a general trend where individuals with higher educational attainment appear to have characteristics that position them towards a higher end of PC1, possibly indicating better employment situations or involvement in the labor force. And in the contrast, those with lower or no form of education, no degree or high school, tend to cluster around the middle or lower end of PC1. In my third question, I use k-means to try to find out the characteristics that can effectively cluster groups of immigrants. And from the left graphs, we can find out the elbow graph, the k can be 4, and in the right graph shows that the data points are grouped into 4 distinct clusters based on their employment and the labor force. These clusters represent the different segments of the workforce, such as varying levels of educational attainment or different gender, different immigrant status. In my fourth question, I explored the distribution of immigrants of different genders in the labor market. So we have three charts. The first one shows the average employment rate by gender. The second one is about average unemployment rate. The third is a box plot shows the number of not in labor force by gender. These charts collectively highlight distinct gender disparities in employment status, with male generally shows higher employment rate but also more significant fluctuation in unemployment rate. Females will have lower employment rates and higher non-participation in the labor force. My fifth question is, what is the employment situation of immigrants based on their immigration status and educational levels? We have three graphs. The first graph in the left displays the average employment rate of immigrants in three distinct categories based on how long they have been in the country. So we can find that immigrants who have been in the country for more than 10 years consistently show the highest employment rate across all years. And the second graph is about the employment rate by educational levels, and the graph strongly indicates that higher educational attainment correlates with higher employment rate. Immigrants with university degree and post-secondary certificates or diplomas have considerable higher and more stable employment rates compared to those with less education. And the third one presents the average employment rate broken down by both educational attainment and the length of time immigrants have been in the country. So we can find a higher educational level leads to higher employment regardless of how long they have been in the country.